Hello everybody and welcome to Sunkissed Reactions. It's me, Courtney. Today we're going to be getting into Fruits Basket Season 3, Episode 4. Last time we left off was two major things. Machi got some growth. She got some development there. Her and Yuki had a moment. And then the very last thing that we saw was Akito visiting Rin in the at some place, some shack or something. It almost reminded me of where Kazuma's grandfather was held while he was the cat spirit. And she was leaving there with scissors. So that's probably not a good thing. Let's get into episode 4 of Fruits Basket.
Here we are. We'll leave water for you.
Do you know what this is?
No opening this time. This is the credits playing.
That's right. You wouldn't.
What's in the box?
What is it? What's inside?
Father.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
My husband and I are.
that's not creepy.
So is Hito, of course. Hinata is doted on constantly.
Should I be letting you get back to her?
Oh no, it's fine.
They look just the same.
He's taken to being a big brother so naturally.
Oh,
So.
I feel like he looks older.
Released from the hospital?
None.
Seems like an especially long stay this time.
So everybody thinks Rin's in the hospital, huh?
Autumn. Reed, she's back in the hospital? Which one? How is she? I'd like to know. Afraid I can't help you though. Wait, so you don't know either? Seems nobody knows any details. And the plot thickens. Hey, this isn't some mystery novel.
I'm okay.
Yeah. I guess normally I'd be in panic mode. Maybe there's something wrong with me. If I learn anything, I'll tell you. When you see Honda, thank her for me. If all goes bad, be there for her.
Hito-chan! Huh? Kisa?
Gosh, she sounds so much older.
You're still in your uniform and everything? Yeah.
It hasn't been that long, right? They're still in there.
To see if Reed was back yet?
I mean,
I'm guessing she's not?
They haven't seen or heard from her. So, you're coming to visit Hinata? I want to be.
I guess kids do grow up fast.
When I look at my sister, I realize what a self-absorbed idiot I am. I want to be stronger. Someone who can protect her. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Kisa, I'm so sorry.
Oh!
Seriously?
Be careful on your walk.
You be careful. And if you're looking for Rain, she's not back. Maybe that's none of my business.
What
I
she
like
said
Hato's jacket.
about Reed, how she was sad. Did she seem hurt?
What? Like after the play? Haru, Akito pushed Rain off the second floor balcony. Akito found out that you were together.
I see that Dark Haru is probably coming out.
What are you doing out here?
This place is off limits.
Exactly, so
So what are you doing here?
why would you be delivering a tray of food? It's with a cat and a cat alone. No one else can go inside.
Yep.
Only no one wants to.
Okay.
So who's in there now?
I can't say.
What do you mean with who?
I don't understand.
With who else?
I'm sentenced to. If I do something wrong, if I fall out of favor, then.
When Akito hit you, and you wound up in the hospital, that was my fault. I'm sorry. To you too, Haru. Both Akito and Rin said to keep quiet. You should know, Reed's trying to break the curse. She's She's going to lose everything. She'll just suffer alone forever.
He's not mad at you, babe.
Hiro-chan, all along, you felt guilty because I got hurt. Inside, you were hurting. I'm sorry. I can't believe how selfish I am. I never noticed something was wrong. Wait, why are you apologizing to me? It's my fault. You can stop now. It's okay, really.
No, poor babies.
Hiro-chan,
Been through so much.
been gone a long time. Where do you think she is?
Oh yeah, here comes Dark Haru.
Peace.
Holy. Oh man.
Shut up, hag. Get the hell out of here.
I am with you, Haru.
You order me around.
Really, Hatsuharu here has something important he'd like to discuss with me.
Shut up, you old hag. Jeez. I kind of like Dark Haru though.
Why did you push Reen?
I pushed her. Really? That's news to me.
Of course it is.
You say such ridiculous things.
Tell me why you did it. Were you trying to kill her?
You believe in oracles, but you don't believe in me or God.
Even oracles? Is that what she said?
About whatever happened to Susan. You always have been awfully nice to her. Is it out of pity, compassion, or some other reason?
Because I love her.
Jesus.
Where's Reen? But I bet anything that you do.
Where did you get an idea like that?
With Reen, you've always been so cold. It's not just her either. You treat all girls that way. All the cruel things you do. Is that how God's supposed to be? Is it?
You knew how I felt. Yet you still came storming in here, declaring your love for her. You knew I hated you, Susan. And you said it anyway.
Where is she?
I don't know, so stop asking.
Where the hell did you put her?
I said I don't know where she is. Why is it I'm always on the place for...
What do you say? Zuzu?
He drove her. She wasn't fully conscious, but please don't worry. I'm told her life is not in danger. You mustn't do these things. No matter who you are or how you feel, there's some things that just shouldn't be done.
You tell her.
Where was she? The cat's place.
Why? Tell me, Kurano. Why would you betray me like this?
Milwaukee, to listen.
You're cruel.
That's not what I. Not me, you're bullshit! And he's the one who's cruel! Were you trying to kill her again?
Turn into an ox and stomp her.
It's your fault for choosing that girl over your god.
Haru.
Are you having another nightmare?
Yeah, you're here, so it'll all be okay.
I knew that our love might be digging Reen's grave, deep down. But I wanted her. Wanted to make her mine. Even more than I wanted to protect her. I wanted to keep her to myself. It's not okay. None of it. I'm no different than the adults who always put themselves first. If Reen got hurt because of me, then it doesn't matter how much I thought I loved her. Because that love is worthless.
Is he saying this out loud?
Don't talk, or I might snap.
Hatsuharu. Wait, don't go. Don't go, Hatsuharu. Hatsuharu! Hatsuharu!
You should go. Don't come back. Go to Isuzu. She needs you. When we found her in that room, the first word she said was your name.
Bond is breaking.
Does everyone
Because you're a horrible person.
Want to betray you, but eventually
You
everyone.
too! Why did you betray me? I'm special. You were all waiting for me. He told me. So it's true.
He told me,
It has to be.
Akira?
Father. I can't find it.
Quit leaving.
Why would you do such a thing? Carry her off without permission like
Who is this lady?
Surely you realize your actions would constitute a betrayal of Akito.
You're saying that I should have just left her there?
If that's what Akito wished, then yes, you should have.
How could you suggest
The
that?
one in the wrong here is you. The members of the Zodiac were born to live for Akito's sake. Yet you commit this treachery. Tell me whose side you're really on. Because it's starting to seem like you think that woman should win.
Humanity's
How
side?
could you support someone as wanton and filthy as her? Don't forget for a moment that without Akito, all of you are monsters. No better than the vile cat.
Kureno. I came to see him. I was going to grab him by the collar and punch him until he gave me answers. But then,
Tell the truth. You've been searching quite hard for something. Haven't you, dear?
the Soma curse. I'm looking for a way to break it. Do you know one?
Simply fetch something for me. You'll find it in Akito's room.
Oh, the box. I'm assuming
Very far from reach.
It's the, like the remains.
Nothing more complicated than a door.
What is it?
A precious treasure.
Just give her this, and I'll learn what I need to know. Haru. Oh, right. I get it now.
I don't want to see your face. So I'll give you a choice. You stay in exile, or Hatsuharu loses his sight.
No. You don't need to do that. I'll stay until I die.
Did you say
Haru, I'm sorry.
Haru would lose his sight? Is that what she said?
I almost learned the secret. I can't do a single thing right.
I did hope she would prove to be at least marginally useful. But what worth could a worthless child have?
Was I dreaming that whole time? I just wish my last dream could be of Haru.
Is she back in there?
Can I have that much? If I'm done. Haru? I tried, but I failed. I couldn't find the key to your freedom.
So it's over. Then, welcome home.
I guess I had better come home then. This is the best dream.
It's not a dream.
Oh. She was dreaming she was inside the
I
thing.
was worried.
Please, I can walk.
Sorry. I'm still a dumb kid. I thought I was worthless for not seeing how much pain you were in. And maybe that was true. But enough that I can carry you when you need me to. At least. I'm not giving up on you, Reen. So, walk on your own when you can. And when you can't, let me carry you. You're not a burden. You never have been. Yeah.
I'm home.
Who are these kids? Okay. Fruits Basket. Season 3, episode 4. I'm home. Okay, so I guess first things first. I don't know. First things on my notes are Hiro told Haru and Kisa everything about what happened to Reen, how she got injured. I'm assuming pretty sure it's that scar that she has on her back. Because we saw last season, Akito pushed her off of the balcony, and Hiro was there. He saw, but he was sworn, I guess, to secrecy because of Akito. He was afraid of Akito. So he told Haru that. He apologized to Kisa for what he thought was him being selfish, and her ending up hurt the way she did, because he basically started falling in love with her and wanted to be basically her Prince Charming. So she cried over that. She cried over that he felt guilty. Hiro telling Haru all that turned him into Dark Haru, and he confronted Akito, and he said like a real kind of big like speech about how he loved her and how he wanted to protect her, and he knew that it would hurt her in the end, but he thought he was saying he was being selfish in loving her and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I couldn't tell if his lips were moving, but the way that Kurano and Akito kind of reacted, they were like shocked that he was saying all this stuff. So I'm going to assume that he was saying it out loud. But before that, before Haru confronted Akito, we saw that Kurano followed that one lady to where Reen was being held, which is where I thought it was where she was, which is where the previous cat spirit was being held as well. And last season, I didn't hate Kurano, but I felt him to be a little pretty spineless, and not being able to stand up for himself to Akito. But today he took a huge step forward for what I think is the right direction, and the direction I figured he probably would go eventually, because this is the last season, and I'm hoping that everybody's gonna have a happy ending and the curse is gonna be broken and Akito is gonna either disappear or be confined somehow, or just I don't know where I don't really care what happens to her. But yeah, so I was very happy to see that he was standing up to Akito, that he was standing up to whoever that old lady is. I have no idea who she is, but we've been seeing her. I don't think we saw her in the first season, but for sure we saw her in several episodes of the last season. I don't know who she is. I don't know if that's like, I don't know, Akito's grandmother. I don't know why she's being kept around. Like, was that like Akira's mother? Was it? I don't know that it would be Ren's mother. I don't know. But the women in this family, the older women, well, I guess not necessarily older, because Akito's really not that old, but she's got that whole god complex because she is the quote-unquote god of the Zodiac members. And she's head of the family, so she's got quite a complex. Oh, I don't know. And then we saw that in the end of the first episode, I believe, of this season, we saw after Kurano left Toru that Reen was standing there, like kind of in the background up on a hill or behind some trees or something. And so we saw that she was planning on going and confronting Kurano for making Toru cry. I don't know how much she heard of their conversation, but she was going there, she said, to confront Kurano, and she ran into Ren, or Ren founder. And Ren wanted her to grant her wish, and then I don't remember if Ren had said that she would tell her how to break the curse, or I don't remember what she said. But it was basically, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And she wanted Akito's remains. It was the box that Akito showed, I think it was Kurano, at the beginning of this episode. I mean, that's her husband, her husband's remains, Akito's father. We don't know what happened to him at all. I'd never heard of him until, I think, the first episode of this season. So I'm not sure what she wants with the box. I mean, if it's just a cremated body, there's not much you can do with that. I mean, I don't know. I also don't know a lot about Japanese culture, and maybe those remains mean something, or there's maybe some form of like protection, maybe. I don't know. Maybe if somebody could help me out with that, as to why Ren would think that those remains were so important. And she called it a wish to be granted. I'm not exactly sure. Again, I'm very ignorant to a lot of Japanese culture. Most of everything I know from Japanese culture is from anime, and some of it's not necessarily not true, but maybe not made up. I don't know, maybe some of it's made up, but I'm sure it's based off of, actual truth on some of it. That seems like something that I just don't know anything about the Japanese culture with. So there's that. And then I don't know where, the last thing I have is just I don't know where Haru was taking Rin. He kept saying, let's go home. I don't know what he would consider home. I know he lives on the estate. And Akito, I'm not Akito. And, well, he lives on the estate. I don't know if he is maybe gonna go and stay at Shigere's and take her with him, or I don't know, maybe they could go to like Master's house or something. I don't know if either one of them would be technically safe outside of those two places, because them just going back to Haru's little room in wherever he lives in the estate probably isn't going to be safe from Akito. Another thing, so I don't know where he was taking her. I guess we'll find out next season, next episode. And then another thing that I think is going to be something that we see more and more as time goes on in this season, is when Haru stood up to Akito and basically said, I'm out. Don't follow me. I'm walking away before I hurt you and then kill myself. We saw the bonds fray, the bond that between him and Akito fray a little bit. So that's exciting. And I was so glad again that Kurano told him, you need to go. And yeah, so I was half expecting him to turn into an ox and just like stomp her. And that would have been the best day ever. But it didn't happen because it's only episode 4. I assume that it's going to get absolutely crazy by the end of the season, but we shall see where it goes and if everybody gets a happy ending. Like I want. Like I think we all want, right? So yeah, that's it. That's all I have for episode 4 of Fruits Basket. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, like, share, comment. Yeah, so that's it until next week, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.